Welcome to week 1 of your Writing 121 course. You've already seen a couple videos of me, maybe, not sure. Left one in the week 0 area. This one is specifically about the work we're doing this week, and it will, of course, include some information about how we're going to be rolling through the term. But before we start, let's remember the wild times we're in. Let's remember why this course is online. It's a funny, stressful time. So if you at any point feel like clicking pause, taking a deep breath, and relaxing, that's going to be a good part of this class, right? I mean, unless you come to one of the Zoom sessions and, we'll be interacting live. But when you're looking at the materials, when you're reading, if something's overwhelming, just pause. Take a deep breath. Come back at it. I want to pause right now. Just kind of give you some practice. Pausing. Sound good? Before I dive into the composition part of our discussion today, I'd like to just chat about the orange sky outside while I'm making this video. Now, we've had orange sky for so long that I can laugh about it now. I am an intensely immediate teacher. I am really good inside the classroom, and I'm going to try to bring some of that energy. I try to be really engaging. I'm constantly chatting and joking with students. So making videos like this, it's a new skill set for me. But I'm also a person who is comfortable with ambiguity. And this course is bound to encourage your comfort with ambiguity. For instance, because I am so spontaneous, because I am so informed by my relationships with my students, I am acutely aware of their progress and their needs and their situations. And so we're only going to be doing 1 week at a time here, and that will require that you log into the course about every day. Certainly when you log in on Mondays, you're going to want to glance down at certain due dates, and I try to make due capitalized, but every link is actually due in terms of your completion. So you'll want to read every link. There's a completion meter that they have in Moodle now that I love, and I'm using it. I'm like, yes, add that to the completion thing. It's kind of like a video game, like life, By the way, I raced through Red Dead Redemption in 2 weeks during the summer in the quarantine, but and trust me, that was a lot of completion. Although I'm not a master of the Deadeye feature. Uh-oh, what happened to my... Good grief. Do you know what? See there. so because I didn't because I didn't touch my mouse, my screensaver came back. Anyway, listen, here we are. I don't want to do an hour-long lecture, but I did just want to mention why college in a way. And I always talk about why college. And the reason for that is some of us don't really know the other features that make college important to our communities and our society. And right now, as our society is frayed and stretching, we've had, for instance, almost a month of an inferno blazing in Oregon, and no help from federal government, no tankers. It just burns and the sky turns orange. So we're stretched thin, and that's because, do you know what? There's fires all the way up and down the coast. It is a controversy about what's causing this sudden increase in hot days and huge fires. But the sky, that's why I keep looking at it, 'cause it's eerie. It's like, I teach a science fiction literature course, and they will sometimes mention in dystopias skies like that. And here we are, but you know what? We're optimistic. Anyway, I'll just tell you one other reason why I'm looking out there is because our street sweeper in my town just went by. Street sweeper comes by once a month, and it's like the best day. It is the best day. Do you want to know why? Because if the street sweeper's coming by to make your street clean, you get to have a clean street. And something about a college education helps us not take the simple things for granted. They are not simple. If you have traveled outside of this country, you know that there are some countries that do not have clean streets, and we do. That's functioning because of people who have the research skills, the organizational skills to make genuine, real things happen. All of that's being organized. Taxes are being collected. Gas tanks are being filled. I don't exactly know how. This is why I'm really good with ambiguity, because I can't sit around and figure out how everything happens. I just notice it. And that is also why you're in college, to notice what you notice. So let's go on to the next part of this. And again, I'm trying to aim for under an hour, so relax. You can see how long it is, but I don't know. What materials will you need? Nothing. Risley. You just need me. I'm going to be doing the materials. So, again, you don't need to bring anything to this class. You just need to bring a good attitude and a sense that you are going to accomplish what you have agreed to accomplish. And that's to meet your commitment as you have established it in our course. So, that's simple. Will I sometimes reference other things that you might read that are outside? Sure. Should you read them? If you have time. Like, for instance, good, I remembered. I got like some notes here. Did I? I didn't even mention this as a bullet point. But every term when I start, I have a conversation with my students. Again, I am super conversational, so come to the Zoom sessions. Very conversational. Love to hear from you. I want to hear from me. Ick. It's happening all the time up here. So I'd rather hear from you, but let me say that when I start a course, I always ask people this question, and it generates incredible conversation. I ask, how many people here in this course feel that they were in some way mishandled in a previous writing course? Raise your hands. And then I go and listen, and it's fantastic. And I assure everybody that none of that's going to happen. And it's not, I don't even know what you're thinking. You're probably raising your hands. Oh, there's a video. Oh, we're stuck in an asynchronous universe where it's like a window and we can't. Okay, doesn't matter. I'm glad you're having your thoughts. Bring them. Bring them to our Zoom session. You can bring this one up again. But I do manage to assure everyone that our course is going to be good. So it's going to be good because I love what I do. I'm good at what I do. And I, too, was mishandled by students. And in 2002, I had a novel published about some of the worst mishandling. And I let students know about this, and I tell them if they read the excerpt, which is now basically a free 50% of a novel because it's gone out of print. But that's cool. It's at dogsdays.com. Go ahead and read that. Bad words warning, trigger warning for violence, and terrible, horrible adolescent everything. It's awful. Don't read it, actually. I'm sorry I mentioned. Just a note, I will be sharing with you academic writing from other educators, so that's like our textbook. I will also be showing you example essays written by both professional writers and students. And when I do this, I am preparing you for an assignment that I will be giving you. This week, you'll see all kinds of writing that you'll need to read. You'll discuss it according to some questions in some forums. And I ask you to, when you get to these essays, read them with other people. Read them out loud. Reading is key to writing. We're actually literally not only going to be learning from the academics who will be delivering what teachers call content, But we're also going to be learning from our fellow students in this class and the student writers who have donated their work and the professional writers whose essays that we will also have access to. And I am a great believer in modeling. So you may notice that, especially this week we're reading professional level, beautiful essay called They Always Call You Miss by Allison Clement, who is my honor to teach with here at Lynn Benton for a while. She's still a favorite writer of mine, a favorite person. But that essay, I was teaching it 5 years before I even came to Oregon. Just to say, like, whoa, small world. I ran into that. And actually, one of our examples was written as a model of that essay even prior to getting here. But some of the models will also be from Oregon. So anyway, you'll be reading essays that meet the guidelines for assignments that you haven't seen yet. And then after I show you these materials, I'll show you the assignment. And you can go back, of course, and go, wait, how does that satisfy this assignment? And again, this is my style, but you can put it in any order you like, right? As long as you just click and read all of the materials. Once I get to that assignment, of course, if you're more comfortable, like, I need to know exactly what I'm doing, how's this relate? Well, you can always call and ask me, text me, email me. I am more available to students this term than I've ever been. Not that I have been less available, but students generally tend to gut it out on their own. This is not a term to gut it out on your own. Gut it out with me! Okay. Allow there to be no ambiguity in our dynamic here. Again, welcome to week 1 of our class. Click all of the links, follow all of the instructions, be in touch.